start to finish with camp, you look pretty sharp. How would you assess your performance throughout camp, and is this your best camp, do you think?
Pretty sharp. I think it's been a good camp.
Johnny's sensitive, so sensitive he's sensitive about being called sensitive. That's Aaron Rodgers. Once got into a back and forth with 60 Minutes about that. 60 Minutes issuing statement saying, see, he's proven our point. He is too sensitive. All right, show me something week 3. We know we won't see Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't play in the preseason. He doesn't need to play in the preseason because he's already pretty sharp. Peter, I got a trivia question for you to determine the first pick. Since you were singing Taylor Swift earlier in the program, who is the rapper who interrupted Taylor Swift during the 2009 VMAs, Video Music Awards?
Kanye West.
With the VMAs. Boom. All right. First pick.
I thought you were going to say, Mike, I thought you were going to say, who is the former NFL offensive lineman who went to the same high school as Taylor Swift?
Ross Tucker.
Yes. Very good.
I'm very
All right, you win. You go first.
I'm very depressed that I know that. I wish I didn't know that piece of information. All right.
He talks about it all the time.
I know, but that means I listen to him, which is what depresses me. I'm kidding. We love you, Ross. All right, here we go. Okay, show me something. Hey, Minnesota Vikings have 9 total points on offense in 2 preseason games. They're going to start Kirk Cousins tonight in Kansas City. Now, they're not going to have Dalvin Cook, no Justin Jefferson. Adam Thielen is banged up. Cousins said earlier this week it's a great challenge to try to go into that environment and show what they can do. But Clint Kubiak inherited the offense when his father, Gary, retired. I think Gary's timing of his retirement helped set the table just right for Clint to get the gig. He's got to show that he can run that offense. They got to show that they can score some points. The defense is better. If the offense goes the other way, it's not going to matter how much better the defense is. They got to do something to have some confidence going into Cincinnati week 1 to start the regular season, Peter.
Yeah, I'll give you a show me something Joe Burrow. I think everybody in Cincinnati wants to see Joe Burrow cut it loose at least one time before the start of the regular season. And my feeling is this is going to be that one time this weekend, for him to basically show that he can play without restriction, without reservation. I think in order to line up opening day and play for the Bengals, Joe Burrow has got to look free and easy in week 3 of the preseason.
This is a weird year for the preseason because it used to be 4 games. Now it's 3. It used to be the 3rd preseason game was the dress rehearsal for the starters, and the 4th preseason game was just put all the backups out there. The Steelers are treating it, at least at the quarterback position, like put all the backups out there. Show me something Dwayne Haskins getting the start with no Ben Roethlisberger, no Mason Rudolph. This is Haskins' chance to maybe bump up a rung on the depth chart and set himself up to be a viable and very cheap long-term solution at the quarterback position. Great reviews so far for Haskins in Steelers camp, Peter. This is his opportunity to really get the attention of the fan base, the coaching staff, the teammates, anyone who may wonder whether or not Haskins is ready to take that next step.
Show me something New York Giants offensive line. You can say it's a preseason game all you want, but the Giants, at least on day 1 of their work against the Patriots in Foxborough on Wednesday, really got pushed around by the Patriots. Joe Judge is not going to like that. Joe Judge wants to see his offensive line play like it's going to need to play because, look, the Giants do not have an easy time out of the gate. Their first game on opening weekend is against Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, who allegedly are both healthy entering a season together for the first time since the Broncos drafted Chubb. So now you are going to see a defense. Plus, in my opinion, Mike, the deepest secondary in the NFL resides in Denver. So look, this shapes up to be a huge headache game for the New York Giants, their opener, unless that offensive line can be in midseason form. And that's why I think they have to play and play well against the Patriots Sunday evening.
Yeah, I agree with you completely on that. I'll stay in that same game. You got to show me something, Cam Newton, when you're on the field in that game. You got to get Bill Belichick to forget about the misadventures of the past week, of the COVID misunderstanding. Because, Peter, when it comes down to it, you got Tom Brady coming to town October 3rd. Do you want the quarterback in Cam Newton that you have to worry the day of that game he's not going to be able to play and you got to throw your game plan out the window and come up with a new one? Or do you want the quarterback that you know is going to be available no matter what in Mac Jones? So to get Bill Belichick to go the other way, Cam Newton's got to play lights out against the Giants when he gets his opportunity.
I think not only that, Mike, if I can stick with that game for a second, Bill Belichick, you can never make a read on how he treats the preseason. You just get the feeling this week, especially after seeing the incredible day that Mac Jones had playing against the Giants' first-team defense in practice on Wednesday. You just get the feeling that this quarterback competition, and I mean, even if Cam Newton wins it, Mike, I don't think that the Patriots are going to have a long run for Cam Newton if he doesn't play well. And you can say whatever you want, well, he had COVID, or well this, or well that. The fact is, Cam Newton was a shell of himself last year. Anybody who can't admit that can't see the truth. So if he's a shell of himself this year, he's not going to be the quarterback on October 1st. So this game for both quarterbacks, I think, is very big.
All right, final pick. Peter, what do you have for this weekend?
What am I picking?
You show me something. Round 3. We're back to the draft.
My show. Okay,
Peter.
I'm sorry,
Peter.
I'm sorry. I thought I was picking a game. I'll give you one last thing that I really want to look out for this weekend, and that is, can the Detroit Lions please look competent? Please? Is that too much to ask?
Oh, they're going to bite your kneecaps over that one.
Can they look like a professional NFL team? You know what? I don't care who's on the field. I mean, it just, that game last week, even though obviously I know who was playing and who wasn't playing, it was just kind of an embarrassing showing. And yeah, the Lions scored some garbage time points late, but the Lions got to play better than they played in Pittsburgh last week.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.